Of course, let's now chat a little bit about more in depth of what Aaron was just talking about. I've got Max Gillis here with Mobile GR joining me this morning. Max, I want to start off right where Aaron left off there. A lot of the feedback you guys have been receiving, how helpful has that been to you guys in trying to get this plan all together? I know you guys have made some adjustments over the last couple of days. How has that been going as you're making those quick adjustments just days before?
Yeah, great question. So whenever you do planning efforts, there's so much you can learn from other communities and your own community in preparation. But one thing we've been really intentional about is saying we're not going to know everything from the beginning, so we're going to learn throughout. And the best way to do that is hear from community, hear from their experiences. So whether it's in this week leading up or tomorrow or today, of course, or going forward, we're just going to learn as much as we can. So hearing from community on how things are working, what's not working is really important for us.
Yeah, let's do some important reminders because we have been talking about it all week. I'm sure you've heard all of this millions of times. We're going to sound like a broken record, but I think it's important for the reminders. So again, we just talked about the rideshare drop-off right under the 131 bridge on Cesar E. Chavez, but also the Fulton Street Bridge too. We're talking about the ADA lot, which is now accessible for people who might have a disability. Talk about that and what people need to know.
Yeah, so right behind me here we have our Cherry Market lot. That is exclusively for folks who have disability placards and are able to, or accessibility placards and are able to park there with that. We also have a pickup and drop-off function there for anyone who requires accessibility needs and needs to drop off a party member and then go park somewhere else. So this was really important to us. We, of course, are asking a number of folks to walk 4 to 10 minutes or so from a lot of our parking facilities. So we wanted to make sure we were overly prepared for the amount perspective for all of the ADA spaces. So we also have about 30 to 40 spaces at the amphitheater ramp. However, the market share lot behind me is the ones that's closest to the front door. So that's the shortest distance from parking lot to the front door that we have here at the city.
Okay, speaking of parking, there are all sorts of parking ramps, as you mentioned, all across the city. What do people need to know about that? I know we can book ahead if we have planned ahead, but also, you know, we need to be able to park, so what should we know about parking?
Yeah, so I think the best way to engage with the system if you do have any concerns is to book ahead and then reserve your spot. Then you know exactly where you're going and you can plan your trip ahead of time. Maybe find a restaurant or a bar or something on the way that you can go and visit before the show or after the show to explore our great city. But even if you're coming down night of, we are saving spaces for plenty of folks who if you don't book ahead, there'll still be a spot for you. That does include sometimes a walk, either like I said, 4 to 15 minutes or so is about the average. But all of our parking facilities are also attached to the Dash shuttle service. It's a free-to-ride service that'll take you to the front door of the amphitheater or any other event venue downtown. So whether it be 20 Monroe Live, Intersection, the arena. So it's a great way if you aren't interested in the walk and you just want to go on your phone or talk with your friends, you can hop on the Dash bus and get to any of those event arenas.
All right. I would assume as people figure out that Dash bus, it'll probably be very popular. But of course, again, that feedback helps you guys in planning for the next concerts after the fact. So we really appreciate it, Max. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Of course, my pleasure.